Welcome into Taylor Kitchen. Today I have a super easy and delicious fall dish for you, and it's going to come together so quickly. So this is perfect for weeknight cooking. It's got the apple maple vibes that you expect with fall dishes, and it starts with our old friend chicken breast. You can use chicken thighs if you want to, but I have some chicken breast, and this is so good, guys, and it's so easy. Your kids are gonna love it because it's got kind of that sweet stuff going on. And I'm gonna start in here with some rice flour that I'm going to dredge my chicken in. Now, you can honestly skip this step if you want to, but I like that the rice flour makes kind of a little slightly crispy coating on the chicken. So you can use any flour that you want if you're gonna use flour, or you can leave it out entirely. It'll just make a smidge of a difference in the dish. If you're saving time, skip this step. And so I'm just gonna dredge the chicken in the rice flour. And when I'm doing that, I also wanna season it really well. So I'm just gonna salt and pepper. We're gonna keep the seasonings very simple in this dish. Oh, salt and pepper. And then my skillet is heating up here. I'm gonna add some avocado oil. And so that chicken goes in. It's just starting to sizzle. Almost hot enough, not quite. But I took those chicken breasts and I sliced them in half horizontally so they're thinner. These were pretty big size to start with. And I like to do that because I just feel like they cook more evenly. They cook quicker, which is what you want for weeknight cooking. Perfect. Sizzling away. While those are cooking, I'm going to cut up some onion and some apple. And I want this onion in strips. So I'm just going to slice these up kind of about like that. And then also for my apples, now I like a crisp kind of apple that's not too sweet. So I'll use, these are a Pink Lady. I'll use something like a Pink Lady or a Fuji. I don't want like a Red Delicious or anything like that. You can also use Granny Smith. That would be a good apple for this. Crisp and slightly tart sweet. I love cozy fall dishes. There's nothing like them. And when you get to that point in the season where the weather starts to change and you feel like you're ready for them, I'm going to use rosemary. This is an optional ingredient, but I love the flavor that it lends to this. You know, if you wanted to leave it off just to keep it more simple for yourself, that's totally fine. But I do appreciate the rosemary in here, and I'm just going to chop it. And that goes over here. Ooh, she's starting to turn golden. I think I can flip it over. Nice and golden on one side. We'll get it golden on the other side so it starts to cook all the way through before I pull it off. The last thing I need to chop up is some garlic. And just give it a thwack like that, and it should peel pretty easily. I have 3 garlic cloves. You can do as much or as little garlic as you like. I do love garlic. So 3 cloves is being pretty judicious for me. Just gonna give that garlic a chop. All right, there's my garlic done. All the chopping is complete. All right, I'm removing the last of the golden chicken from my skillet. We're gonna save that for just a little bit. And now while it's still smoking hot, I wanna add my apples and my onions. All goes in there. And my rosemary. Oops, one escapee. I'm gonna save the garlic for last, you know, because garlic can burn super quick. And I'm gonna add just a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper, and I'm gonna let these apples and onions start to cook down. I feel like they might need just a wee bit more oil. We'll give them a good stir to get them started. Ooh, that rosemary smells so good. And all those brown bits that are at the bottom of my skillet from when I was cooking that chicken, they're gonna lend so much flavor to this. Just you wait and see. Hey there, if you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications to our YouTube channel. Click that bell icon below to make sure you get all the latest from us. And give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. It really helps out our channel and we so appreciate you. We'll see you in the next video. My onions and my apples are just starting to cook down. And so I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients, which are my garlic. And I know right away I'm gonna smell the aroma of garlic in here. I love, love, love that. I always tell people if you want to smell like you're cooking something amazing, just add onions and garlic to a pan, and you need do no more than that. All right, and then I have a heaping tablespoon of grainy mustard. You can use regular Dijon if you want, but I just love the rustic grainy mustard. It's so good. I'm gonna stir everything around to make sure it's coated with the mustard because that's an important component of this sauce. Then to sweeten the deal, I need a couple tablespoons of maple syrup, and I do like to use the real thing. The real thing. This is a bourbon barrel aged maple syrup, and man, was it good. Oh boy, one more stir. And that gets really thick and luscious, and that maple syrup coats everything and is so delicious. And the only other thing I need to do is just deglaze this pan a little bit. And that means when I pour something in, all those little brown bits that are at the bottom, they're gonna come up and they're gonna make a delicious sauce. And for that, I'm gonna use some white wine. Now you can use some apple juice, some apple cider, you know, thinking along the fall theme, but I didn't have any, so just a tiny bit of white wine. Just give it a stir, and that's gonna get nice and thick. Scraping up those bits off the bottom of the skillet. And then all I need to do is nestle this chicken back in amongst all of this apple and onion goodness and make sure it also gets coated with those maple mustard vibes. Oh yum, oh yum. Just feel like it needs a bit of green on top. Okie dokie, then I am quite excited to give this a try. Let's get some chicken. Get some of those apples and onions. Ooh, some of that delicious juice that's at the bottom. Oh my goodness. All right, let's try. Can I get a bite of apple and onion and everything in there? Oh, yeah, I can. Delicious, simply delicious, great fall vibes. Comes together in 20 minutes. You can even slice the chicken breast in advance. If you want to go even quicker, you can do it kind of like a big saute in a skillet. But the flavors in this are so phenomenal. Your kids are gonna love it. Your family is gonna love it. You can make it with inexpensive chicken thighs if you don't want to use the chicken breast, but this is spectacular. You've got to check out this recipe. It's on tkfoodie.com.